Hi, can I just get a medium iced coffee, less syrup?
Medium iced coffee latte, anything else?
That's everything.
There you go.
Thank you. तो क्या हाल है गाइस? आज थोड़ा आउटडोर शूट कर रहे हैं. मेरी तबीयत थोड़ी ख़राब है इसलिए मैंने जैकेट पहनी हुई है. बट weather is amazing. What I wanted to show you today is the car I got for $1,000 in Canada, though I had a car before. So what was the procedure to follow this up? What did I needed as a paperwork and everything? So I'm gonna talk all about it. So stay hooked up. This is a 2004 Ford Escape, not a brand new vehicle, already driven about like 200,000 kilometers. I'm not going to talk in miles because we are not in States. But what was the reason of getting this over my brand new vehicle? I'm also going to talk about that. Now, this was basically a private sale because I got this from Facebook Marketplace. When you are doing a private sale itself, that is when you actually go forward, meet a person in real time, look at the car condition and everything, you strike a deal. So that guy had posted this car for $1,600, and because this car needed a bit of a work, that meant it needed some brakes. There is some rust on the side itself, that I'm gonna show you some pictures of. So I saw the car and I gave him a deal itself, and he agreed to pay me up, sell me for $1,000. Now, what happened is before I was getting this car, I was also concerned about how many owners it has been through, because that is called ownership transfer in Canada, and is this car was involved in any accident or not. So that was my major concern when I was buying this used vehicle. Now, the only reason I bought this vehicle, because I literally drove a sedan like all my life itself. So I had a Hyundai Elantra, I had a Mercedes C300, which I actually am not driving right now, because comparatively I bought this car because a lot of people told me that there is a lot of money in delivery jobs. And hey, typically I have no shame in trying new things forward over here. So I bought this car typically for Amazon deliveries and package deliveries. Now, I cannot do any Uber Drive or Uber Eats on this car because this does not actually ascertain up to that level of Uber terms and condition, because you need a 2012 and up in order to drive an Uber, and same thing if you want to list this car as a rental vehicle. Now, what I did differently is I requested the owner that was selling me this car to give me a UVIP. UVIP stand for Used Vehicle Information Package, which you can find from Service Ontario. You pay about like $15 for that. That is what I was telling my owner or the previous owner of this car to get me up, because it will show me how many ownership transfers it had. Did it had any collateral? Did it had any bus in this vehicle was involved in any accident or not? So when I got this, I saw this car was already belonging to two other owners itself. That is when I bought that car from someone else, I transferred this car VIN number and plates numbered under my name. This is called ownership transfer. And then I gave my information to the insurance, because you need an insurance in Ontario in order to drive this car and go forward for this. Now, this car was listed as $1,600 on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so what I did was I got it down to $1,000 because this car needed some brakes and there was some rust in the backside of it. But hey, it didn't do much of a thing for me because this car is driving really well. It's just like a loud engine noise because it's a 2004 and we are literally about to enter 2024, and this is 20-year-old car. But did I had any problem facing this? No. So your major thing would be when you are buying a used car, go forward for a UVIP package, check what problem it has, because if you do not get a safety done on this car, you're not going to get an ownership transfer. So that is very important, and Service Ontario take this very, very, very seriously. Same with the cops, because you don't want to get stuck on a highway itself and be driven or tow this car. Now, when I took this car, the previous owner took out the number plates and I had to get a temporary license plate from Service Ontario, and they give me about 30 days to get the service done and a safety certificate done on this. So these two are very important things when you are going forward and buying a car for yourself. Now, when I got the service done, I only had to get the brakes changed on this. So I paid up $350 and I needed to just change the wiper blades. That's it. And that costed me $60. So Typically, I put up extra, like, $450 on top of it with all the taxes and whatever I paid the labor cost and all. And I took that certificate to Service Ontario. They gave me my permanent plates and my ownership. So that was very important for me to take forward, because anytime a cop pulls me over, I can show him that this car belongs to me. Okay. So now that is very, very important. Now, number three thing that you gotta learn over here is when you're buying a used car from private sellers, make sure you're meeting them and you're not transferring any money to them. Because again, if I would have transferred this money to him without even seeing him, I would have lost $1,000. Okay, and that is a very big amount, because considering, like, what's happening in Canada when there are no jobs and everything, it actually creates a chaos. Otherwise, the car is amazing. Okay, I tried to do some DoorDash, skip the dishes, Amazon deliveries, and some third-party deliveries itself. Now, I made a good money itself, but again, that money was on my sin, so I have to pay some taxes on it. I have always been against your cash jobs itself, because again, you don't want to mess up your records and other things. Most important part is when you're driving this vehicle, make sure you have your license, you have your ownership, and you have your insurance, because these three are very important things here in Canada. Because if the cop pulls you over, you don't want to get a ticket for yourself. Okay, hope you understand. Plus, I'm just going to give you a walk around this vehicle itself, see it, and let me know. So that's my front of the vehicle itself. Now, if I go a bit on the side, those are my summer tires that came with the rims itself. And you could see like what I'm talking about. That's the rust that I'm talking about. Okay, so that was there, one portion. So again, hey, the car is still dirty, I don't mind it, but again, at the end of the day, the car has enough room to get me from one point to the other. Again, when I opened this car, everything was neat and clean, so that's what like got me up. So you need to check the physical presence of the car. Okay, I've got a Ganesh over there because that's important, and that's one screen that I got for myself that has Apple CarPlay, and because it's an older vehicle, so it won't have any Bluetooth involved in it. Okay, but hey, it's a V6 engine, it's amazing, it works out fine. Okay, when I went to the other side itself, that was my major concern. Okay, if you can see how much rust that car has, that made me decide what I need. But other than that, this has been a pretty clean, cool car. If I show you the boot space itself, it's amazing, guys. Look at that, how much amount of space I have. I know it's a dirty car, but again, hey, I have no shame in showing you up what exactly is real. Again, you can see Ford Escape, Ford, it has a back wiper. The glass opens up too. Okay, so you can open the glass in winters or in summer. Don't open in winter because again you will be so cold. And the top is clean and everything good. For $1,000, it's an amazing deal to go forward. Again, I want to tell you that you gotta like find a lot of people that are gonna make a fool of you. So make sure that you are actually diligent and following up a protocol that, hey, if you need a car, don't give out the money. Get the insurance done on the car, make sure your license is not suspended, and you have a UVIP. That's very important because that will show you the history of the car. Other than that, it has been an amazing thing. I have been driving this car on a regular basis. I do still have my own cars itself, but again, like sometime I want to take this out because summertime, this is an SUV. It's going to help me out so much during winters because it has a lot of room and up. So that will be an important part for me. Other than that, I hope you like the video. Comment how you like the car itself. And I know it's dirty, but hey, it does the work. And I'm just gonna show you how does the engine sounds. Other than that, do follow, like and share. This is how the key looks like. It has a remote to on and off. And I'm just gonna open the boot. Same way you open the boot in. And it's a pretty neat car. It got a new battery, it has a V6 engine, no problem at all. Suspension, exhaust, everything is good. And just that, it's all, it does the work itself. So make sure you're following up the part for yourself. Take care.